How's it going, lads? It's your boy Brad bringing you another video, and today's video is going to be a pretty controversial video, so I am going to say right now, if you get offended easily, you're probably not going to watch this video. This video is going to be mainly my opinion, and for those of you that have been just scrolling through Twitter, you already know what I'm going to talk about, and the gameplay that I have in the background is kind of explained. Don't worry, this video has no spoilers from Endgame. It is about Endgame, but it's nothing about the actual movie itself. It's more of like the reaction that the movie got from a certain community. Let's put it through that way. So for those of you that don't know, if you've been living under a rock or if you haven't been on Twitter or anything like that, the LGBT community is pissed and they're offended that Endgame didn't have anything basically connecting with them. They had nothing that they could relate to in the movie. And my reaction to that is just why? Why try to ruin something for everybody, Marvel fans, whatever? Why try to ruin something that was so good, something like a bunch of people have been waiting for, just because you feel that you're not represented? And I know this is going to sound offensive, but this video is not throwing any hate towards any gay, straight, bi, LGBT community members. It's no hate towards them. I don't have anything against them. It's just their reaction to this movie that's kind of just like pissing me off. For those of you that don't know, I've been a Marvel fan ever since I was a kid, Marvel and DC. I might not have read the actual comics, but I've paid attention to most of the stuff, so I kind of know what's going on. And I have been waiting so long for this movie ever since, like, it's been connected and we knew that Infinity War was going to come out and we knew that Endgame was going to happen. I have been waiting so long for this movie, and if I've been waiting, that means a bunch of people have also been waiting. And for this community of people to just be mad because they're not represented in a way, because there's no gay, lesbian, whatever superhero in the movie, they're just offended because of that, and to me that's just completely stupid. You shouldn't have to rely on a superhero or any kind of movie to feel like you're represented in something. You should be able to go out there and make a name for yourself, kind of what YouTubers do and content creators do. We try to make our name for ourselves in the best way we can. And I know this video is probably going to get a lot of hate, but everything I say is justified. I am going to have a reason for everything, and again, this is not showing any hate towards anybody. And a lot of them are also saying that they're not represented by any superheroes. There's no really superheroes they can relate to. And my reaction to that is, have you read any of the comic books? Do you know any of the Marvel characters? Like, the way that they're sounding makes it sound like, and I know a lot of them are fans of Marvel, but some of them are sounding like they haven't opened a comic book. Like, I have no idea what's going on. They kind of just picked it because they saw that they weren't represented in it, so they're like, okay, let's just go with this. Let's try to ruin this movie. But if you actually have opened a comic book or even watched any of the movies, you can see that there are a ton of characters everybody can relate to. And one of these characters, and I'm going to say, is Spider-Man. Spider-Man is someone that almost everybody can relate to. Whether it's someone that you have a secret part of you that you don't want to hide, that you want to hide, or that you don't want to hide and you don't want to come out at the same time, that can relate to so many LGBT members saying that they don't want to come out because they're scared of what's going to happen. And that's the same thing with Spider-Man. Like, he's scared of showing his powers. He's limited to what he's able to do because he grew up as a nerd, and after getting his abilities, he still has to stick with the same stuff he's been doing. He can't really change. And whether it's Peter, Ben, or Miles, all of us have probably lost someone close to us and have tried to help the ones we love. And that goes with everybody. That doesn't just stick to any community, any member of anything, gay, straight. It doesn't matter. But something that a lot of people don't understand is that he doesn't give up. And this really has to go with making a name for yourself. Don't give up on trying to make a name for yourself or trying to stand out for a community just because you're not represented in something. And no matter how much Peter Parker, Ben, Miles tries, how much they get kicked down, beaten, or hurt, or the people they love go away, they find a way to fight back and end up beating the people that they are going against. And this is just a huge connection to everything, because a lot of these members, yes, there is a bunch of people that are homophobic and stuff, and what these members have to do of this community, LGBT community, I'm just gonna refer to them as that because I don't want to sound offensive, so I'm just gonna say that. they have to just fight all these homophobia people. They have lived probably a majority of their life getting hated on because there are still a lot of people that don't agree with the way they live, and I think it's fucked up. I wish that the world wasn't like this, but since it is, they have to find a way to stand up, make a stand, and they shouldn't be going after this movie just because it's not represented. They shouldn't be going after the smaller things. What they should actually be doing is going out there and making a name for themselves. And Spider-Man being one of the most just relatable characters is probably Stan Lee's main goal all along, was to make a character to just inspire people to never give up. Stan Lee was a legend. Spider-Man is a legend created by a legend, and a legacy and a message that will never die. And I am, of course, talking about Spider-Man. Yes, this video is talking a lot about Spider-Man, but most of you get my point. You get the point of never giving up, just trying to make a name for yourself, and the LGBT's community to Endgame and how it doesn't fit their standards, or not fit their standards, but doesn't represent them, is just stupid. You shouldn't have to rely on a movie. This was mainly a movie created for comic book fans. It has nothing to do with LGBTQ members. It has nothing to do with going against them. It has nothing to do with, it doesn't represent anybody. It represents everybody. It doesn't just go after a specific group of people. It is just for everybody to enjoy and watch and relate, because everybody can relate. You don't have to see a gay superhero and be gay and be like, oh, I want to be that superhero. You can see any superhero and want to be that superhero. It has nothing to do with your sexuality or with your just how you feel towards other genders. It has nothing to do with that. It just has to do with how you feel about yourself. And that's where I'm going to leave you guys off with this video. I know it's a very controversial video. I know I'm probably going to get a lot of hate on this, but I just had to say my piece on what I think about this entire situation. I know I went off a little bit talking about Spider-Man, but you guys got my point on that. He just connects everything together. It's probably the only character I could have chosen just to connect everything. But yeah, if you guys liked the video, please make sure to give a big thumbs up. If you like my channel, please make sure to hit that subscribe button. If you're new, also hit that post notification button so you never miss an upload from me, and I will see you in the next video.